Hi you guys, it's Stephanie with Coffee Paper Scissors. I have completed these journals. I added a little bit, in my last video we did the cover and I added the key. I decided to add a chain and these little charms on it as well, and then a little lace. I also attempted to add some fabric to the rings and it didn't look right to me. So these are going into my Etsy shop. I figure if somebody's interested in buying them and they want to try and add some fabric to it themselves, they can try, but it didn't look right when I did it, and I don't know why, because I've seen it done before and I thought it looked good. So I'm not sure why I couldn't make it work. I'm going to be showing you two. They're both going into the Etsy shop, and I'm naming them according to these little charms. So this one is called Destiny, and the link to my Etsy shop will be below. So I am going to show it this direction. Make sure you guys are in camera. Hopefully you guys were in camera all the way this way. I was holding it up, so I guess I could hold it a little closer. The sides look like this. Oh, I should tell you guys the measurements also. That's the bottom, and then this side. This itself is about 8 inches, but with everything coming out the sides, it's about 9.5 inches this way. This is about 10.5, including the rings. And then when you go and measure this, it's about 1 3/4 of an inch. Over here is about 3 inches. So it is quite chunky. Okay, and the measurements are the same on both of them. I am going to flip through both of them because there are a few variations. And like I said, I have to go sideways. And I'll try and go through them rather quickly. Large journaling card, very large journaling card in here. And then we have a tuck spot here with this little tag. And then here we have, so as I showed at the beginning of making this, it came with different cutouts. And what I have done for the most part is I've left them, and I don't remember for sure on this one, this has paper in it. I've left them for the most part for the purchaser to be able to use them as they want when using the journal. So these are cut aparts from the paper pack. I'll try and remember to list the name of the paper pack in the description box. I don't remember right now what it was, and I used the whole thing. Yay! This flips down. Here are the other cut aparts from it, and then a little tag here. Some lace trim on the side with a pretty little brad. This is an envelope with a place to write inside. And then of course you can write on the envelope too. Now when I show the second one, I won't take everything out. Of course you can write here. I did some stamping on this side. There's a little tuck spot with this little card on the inside. Some trim here at the bottom. Paper punch. This has a large pocket here. I used a paper punch to get that. Oops, I missed the pocket. And then some of the cut aparts. Some really pretty, it's cardstock actually. It's from an envelope set that I found quite some time ago. And it is just so pretty, the embossing on it. I love this paper. So some of the things that would be different in the other journal are these papers, because I only had one. but it'll be from this paper pack, just not the same images. The cut-aparts from for February. This is beautiful, beautiful lace trim stuff that I got from Happy Mail from Susan. Thank you, Susan. Isn't that so pretty? And I love the way it's hanging off. So, so pretty. Thank you. Pocket here with the recipe card on the inside. I added a little stuff hanging down and some of that trim. Greenery, I don't know what to call it. Here's an envelope, and then I put some of the cut-aparts inside this envelope. And of course you can write on the envelope. I used some coffee dyed paper that is cardstock and just, you know, punched it and added a little side, I don't know, decoration. And a little doily with another one of them cut in half, just to add a little decoration. A pocket with some of the cut-aparts. And this, I think, opens. Oh, no. It's got a little secret pocket. You can put something on the inside. This brown paper bag here, I stitched around. I think that what this was a much larger bag, and I cut it in half and stitched to, you know, close off one end. And then in here is another embossed piece of stationery, and I just folded it over so that the pretty flowers would show. And then I did some stenciling on the bag. Added a doily here, a large index card with some fabric down at the bottom. And then I think that this one is one that I goofed on. It's one that when I went to do the back side, I glued how I wanted my pockets. I glued them upside down, but it still works. I mean, it holds it all in. So those are the cut-aparts for April. This is a little pocket that I made just from some notebook paper, and I just put a flash card on the inside. Backed this with notebook paper. This is an envelope, and on the inside is a card. Isn't that cute? These are, you know, the cards that I put in my journals are cards that I find at yard sales and thrift stores. So the cut-aparts. Cut-aparts, trim at the bottom. In this envelope, there's more stationery. This one looks like this. And I folded it so that that would show when you open up the envelope. If I can get it back in there. I know it goes. It came out. It must go back. And then here we have an envelope with some of the cut-aparts down inside of the envelope. And this pretty floral, I don't know, things. I got those off of Amazon. I saw them on, Jen Wren Crafts. Jen, I think that's what it is. Scraps. I just say Jen when I leave her messages and stuff. Anyway, journaling card there. I saw this on her channel, and then she told me she got it on Amazon. So, really pretty. This is an envelope here. I love it when I find envelopes that are printed like this. I absolutely love it. I just put a little trim on the side. Inside this envelope is a recipe card. And then I think we did these together. I just kind of, you know, stacked it, made it different levels of pages, trying to get all the pretty colors in there to go with this scrapbook paper. These, when I first got it started playing with paper and stuff, I was just trying to build my stash. I found a set of these arrows, and I finally used the last 2 of them. So some of the cut-aparts, and then more of the cut-aparts. Pretty doily. And then these are flowers that I got at the dollar store, and I took them apart and I used my own brads to make them, you know, things that you could put on in a journal. And here we have, this is made from wallpaper border. I just sewed around it. Little label there. And then it's just attached here to this paper, and then it becomes a pocket on the back side. A bingo card. Now, I don't know, but Dale McBay sent me some bingo cards at one point, and I don't know if these are some of them or if these are some I found myself, but it could be that these ones came from Dale. Just a little journaling card there, and then this opens up. I added some coffee dyed, I don't know what kind of paper that is, but it's that crinkly see-through paper. I don't know what it's called. And here are the, I believe, the cut-aparts, yes, for this particular month. And then this has a little key hanging off of it, and it's on wallpaper. And I feel like maybe Marcy gave me this, I think, Creator's Call. Dale is Not Too Shabby Chic. And more wallpaper here. And this was a banner thing that I got at Walmart and took apart. There are all these giant flowers in it. Anyway, I just cut down an old index card, a giant index card, put a little thing on it here. And then here we have a bag with this in it. And then it's a pocket also, and there's this card in it. And then the cut-aparts. This is a paper punch that I have. And then I have a doily here. I thought about trying to make this a tuck spot, but decided not to, and just added some little papers here that, you know, can be journaled on, or, you know, you could add more photos on top or something like that. This is a Tim Holtz photo. Little sticker here, and a paper punch down there at the bottom. Some stationery that I doubled up. Pocket here. I embossed this envelope, and I put the cut-aparts inside. Little paper punch tab coming off the side. And then this was from a calendar. Backed it with scrapbook paper. This is another large bag, and I do think this one came from Dale McBay, so thank you, Dale. And then these butterflies came from Pam Vanny. So I made another huge journaling card to stick inside. And of course, Pam does this, so the idea comes from Pam. She adds these types of things to her butterflies all the time. And it's lovely. Try to have it sticking out a little bit so you can see some things in there. A little trim on the side with a flower, paper flower. And then Halloween card opens up. Isn't that adorable? I remember I found this at a local thrift store. There was a set of them, and I was like, yay! And then I didn't get to do any fall journals this year because I was away helping my mom. And so I was like, yay, I still get to do a little of something. This is a Pink Monarch Prince freebie, and this also. And so are these. I believe that if you sign up for their newsletter, I'm not sure, I think that's what it was. And then you get, you know, notifications of when they're having sales in their shops and stuff like that. This is just from a book that I have, you know, put all your personal information in the book, but I use the pages in my journals. Do a little bit of Halloween on this side. These are the cutouts. And then this is, we did this one together. So here's the journaling card on the inside. And then I think I put something inside of this. I think I did. Yes, I did. So in the other journal, again, some of the pages will be different, and then some of the journaling cards will be different because, for instance, I only had one of those and I only had one of those. So it would be similar, but not exactly the same. A little leaf and some fabric. And then here we have the cutouts for this particular month in that little envelope. This one lifts up, more of the cutouts. And I love this page. I think it's so pretty. A little trim down at the bottom. We're almost finished. There is a really pretty sparkly, Christmassy, snowflakey looking doily that I put on the back of that. And I like the way that it hangs out. Here in this envelope, you have a couple of journaling cards. I backed with scraps. I sewed around that, you know, edge of the envelope just for appearances. And then I also covered this because it said Hallmark on it. And then I put the pocket, I glued in between so that hopefully these things would stay in tighter, but the cutouts for this particular month are in there. And then here is another one of the calendar pages that I put in here, backed it with some stationery. This, you know, you can add a photo to the inside. More Christmas stationery, added a little paper ruffle. And then this is the back of the journal. I did go and put corners here and here, and then I added trim to the back as well and put the Created by Me stamp on there. So again, you guys, this one is Destiny. Get this out of the way, and then we will quickly go through this one. It looks very similar, and this one is called Breathe. So I used the same, you know, trims coming out all the sides on those, on these, on it. And let me just make sure everything's in camera. And then we'll go through this real quick. This will be slightly different, I think. Yes, a different person on this one. Okay, so let's go for it. So different paper. This has a different little picture on it, I believe. This is slightly different in, now I think that this is the one we started out doing together, I think. This is the same, different color than the last. These are the same, only they're on that side. The other ones are on that side. Pretty much the same, but the flower is different and the envelope is different than in the other one. Different paper here. That I think is the same. This is the same. Beautiful, beautiful trim. I love that so much, Susan. Thank you. Same. All of this is the same. All the same. I can go through it fast, you see. Let me get this out of the way. I try to keep the, where it hinges, I try to keep it through the holes on the other side so that it, sorry you guys, so that it turns more easily. Okay. Make sure you're in camera. So, of course, these are going to be different because there's only one in each of the boxes. I think this might be different. I can't remember what is in here. Oh no, it's the same, sorry. Same. 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 This is just a different lady, if I'm remembering right, but same stuff on the inside. And same. This would all be the same. The arrow is different on this one. That is a different house on this, but it's the same wallpaper border. Same on the back. Same here. Same. Little key coming off the side. This is the same thing, but a different image. Different color of flower here. This is the same. Just a different image here, and if I remember right, the flower is different as well. Got a little bit of glue strings right here. All of this would be the same. Yep, that's the same. This is a calendar page, but a different image. And pretty much the same. Same. Okay, so this one I think is the other side, and then the inside has just a different Tim Holtz couple. And it's on the other side of the journal. Same here. Same. Calendar image, but a different one. Have the same thing here. All right. So then the back has the cover corners, and then the handmade, you know, by me. So there we are. There's both of them. So they are available in my Etsy shop. And I have another journal that didn't sell previously that I figured I can put in as well. It's the art journal. And that one, I'm not gonna, maybe I'll link the flip through below, but it's this one that I made. I had made 2 of these, and it's still available in my Etsy shop, but it's been inactive because I had been gone, and so it comes with all of this to go along with it. So that will also be in my shop. Shop is linked below, and I think I said all of the things. Oh, if you do decide to order, I cannot guarantee anything can get to your house by Christmas. Even if I do the 1 to 3 day shipping, it's, you know, post office can't guarantee anything right now. So just to say that. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it so much. See you soon.